Nice timing. Everything all right?
Apart from a major fight in the car.
Well, I don't want to live in the new house.
I'm afraid you have no choice, my dear. Of course you do. This is our dream house. Cecil is here.
Yeah, she had a book signing in town. Thought she'd drop by on her way home. With a present. You know, Mother.
There was a queue all round the block. I thought I'd stick to just scribbling my name. People would linger on and ask about their buddlings.
The price of fame, eh, Mother? Still 20 quid a book. Not bad for a morning's work.
What do you think of it?
Oh, I love it. It's exquisite.
Yes, I thought it would look well in here. And these are inspired.
Tea in 5 minutes, Mrs. Jordan? This is my Michelle, by the way. Been giving me a hand on her half day.
Hello, Mrs. Jordan.
Too much for me on my own.
Thanks, Gwen. And Michelle. You've done wonders.
No, I'm just glad you kept me on. I like a family. Got a bit dull doing for the Major on his own.
Except when he had his girlfriends over, eh, Mum?
Oh, do, Michelle. Talking.
The curtains were meant for upstairs.
But the effect is lovely. Let me tell you my ideas for the garden.
The general effect should be no hard edges, don't you think? Everything curved and rounded. The lawns, the borders.
Well, we'll have to clear some space first.
Well, yes, of course. But we should have our plan ready by the autumn. Now, here, blue and cream, mostly, wouldn't you say? And over there, well, you could make a case for some small azaleas, unless you're totally opposed. Are you? The scent, the colour, especially in the early morning.
Studio. Huh? At last. All to yourself. How does it feel?
Inhibiting. I don't even know if I want to paint. Started to seem rather pointless.
Well, they sell, don't they? People like them.
I have to like them too, Martin.
Yeah, but you will. It'll come back. Promise.
Maybe I'll leave it for a while. Throw myself into village life.
Jolly good, why not? It'll be fine now, Alice. Hmm? I'll go.
Charming. Quite charming. The interior decoration was not Major Murray French's strong point. The place was crying out for a facelift.
Oh, this is my wife, Alice, Lady Unwin of Pitcombe Park.
How do you do?
My dear, you have a gift.
I'm afraid we're still in a terrible muddle.
Don't speak to me of muddle. Our youngest is just back from New York with enough luggage to fill a liner. And I'm not exaggerating when I say she's spread it over the entire house. Which is why I'm calling on you so outrageously soon after you've moved in. Could you possibly, do you think, come to a dinner party I'm giving for her at the park? Saturday week, 8 o'clock?
That's very kind of you.
We'd love to, Lady Unwin. Thank you.
Oh, splendid. You're just the right sort of age, you see. Clodagh, our daughter, can't now accuse us of having a guest list entirely composed of old fogies.
Well, Saturday week, then.
Oh, I knew it. Your mother is the great Cecily Jordan, the gardener.
Yes, that's right.
And I warn you that I shall be quite shameless about exploiting the connection. Do you think she'd ever stoop to talking to our little flower people here? Or perhaps a brains trust for the hospice?
I'll ask her. I'm sure she'd be delighted.
How generous. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, Lady Unwin.
And it's Margot, please. You both. Too pretty.
Bye.
Do you remember when Martin first brought her here? That shy, gauche girl. Such an unpromising background. Still, I shall miss her, being so close. 50 miles isn't so far. I drove there in an hour the other day.
Still, best to let them get on with it.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was time for change. From the old habits. Alice was...
Yes, Alice was what?
a little hemmed in, maybe. She wasn't too well, was she?
Alice had mild postnatal depression, that was all. Yes, she was hemmed in. Cottage was too small for a family. Well, I suggested they move. Really, Richard, you know nothing about it. You're away half the time. You come back here and make all these pronouncements.
Church is the place to start for village activities. Flower rota, cleaning rota, graveyard working party. There's a village fete in a few weeks. You want to put yourself down as a helper.
Oh, how do I do that?
Just give your name to Lady Ja.ne. She's the organiser. You'll be seeing her Saturday night.
Do you know everything that goes on?
This is a village, Mrs. Jordan.
Thanks.
We're not all boring old traditionalists round here, you know.
I'm sorry.
Rosie Barton's the name.
Oh, Alice Jordan.
There is life beyond the WI and making chocolate brownies for the village fete.
I've never made a chocolate brownie in my life.
Good for you. Of course, I'm considered a bit of a rebel. You'll hear terrible things about me round here, only some of which are true.
Terrible things?
I'm that woman who runs the village wives group. You know, yoga, consciousness raising, whatever that is. I'll drop in some bump. Ciao.
Bye. I look terrible. My clothes are all wrong.
You look lovely, Alice. How many times do I have to tell you?
There would be a butler.
Just watch me.
Alice, my dear, you look charming.